YouTube, it's your boy Factz, and as you can see, I'm not by myself. I'm with my guy Kali. You may or may not remember on the last episode of True Tuesdays, my boy True, he actually mentioned Kali, who gave us a heads up on with the actual, what was that, the penny six, where you could actually put the penny in there. So we actually just decided to come and talk to the man himself, Kali. As you can see, tell him who you are, man. Tell me your history, man.
Kali, you know, big sneaker fanatic. Locally, obviously in Orlando. As you can see by the shirt, for the penny fans out there. And yeah, just you know, decided to have Mr. Factz here come on by and check out the pennies that I have. You know, thus far, trying to get them sisters like J Money the Truth. I see you. I'm coming for you, man. So, you know.
For sure. So the reason we wanted to do this video is actually pay homage to Penny. Was actually one of my favorite players. And as you can see, Kali.
Also, real quick, sorry to cut you. Real quick. Yeah. His birthday was on this past Saturday, July 18th, which is also my birthday. He's 11
Happy
years
birthday,
today.
brother.
Appreciate
birthday.
Appreciate you. 11 years to the day, so, you know, as a Penny fan growing up in Orlando, you know, same birthday. So it's just only fitting.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about that a little bit before we get into the sneakers. We got a lot of heat back here, as you guys can see. We got the air up all the way to, you know, the fives. So in all OG colorways, as you can see. So, but just to talk about the phenomenon that Penny was, I mean, I remember being in Illinois, and I remember distinctly these twos right here, these white ones, and then I had the all white ones with the black line. Like, how was that being actually here in the city of Orlando with the Penny and Shaq combination?
Actually, yeah, coming up in middle school, it was crazy. The city in '95 when we went to the finals. Yeah, I mean, the city was going crazy. You could see Gold Magic everywhere, posted on the cars, and then Jake was handing out the little poster signs. Yeah, everybody had them. Shaq had Lynx buses. I don't know if anybody from Orlando can remember
the Lynx.
The Lynx bus yellow with Shaq like this on it. It was crazy.
Wow.
And then when Penny came into town, I mean,
yeah. And
then we also had Dennis Scott at the 3D,
Dick
Anderson at the 2. We got Horace Grant free agency in summer of '94, and then of course the Diesel.
Okay, so I gotta confess, man. I used to have direct specs, dog.
Yeah, direct specs.
I had direct specs. It was a problem. I mean, because first of all, I had the Dwayne with the flip top, the flip up.
Yeah, flip ups.
And then when it came to YMCA basketball, I was out there doing my thing. I had the whole Grants blue and white. I had it was official because that was actually our high school colorways. So
nice.
Everything just tied in. So yeah, I ended up getting those, and I had to get the little Penny poster and everything. I remember watching Blue Chips, the whole thing. Like, how long after that did you get into really honing into the sneaker game and collecting?
Actually, I've been a fan of sneakers for as long as I can remember. Unfortunately, you know, by that amount of stuff that I wanted.
Yeah.
But,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It was
been there.
But I've always, you've
been there.
I've always liked them. But when I turned 16, my cousin, shout out to Devon, he's another local guy. He was working at the Athlete's Foot in the Fashion Square Mall, and he, you know, by the grace of God, was able to get me in there at 16. So that was 1998. Just before the second retro
98. Do the math, y'all.
Yeah, I just dated myself. But, you know, it was just before retros kind of started really popping off, and a lot of original stuff is still sitting on shelves and everything. And yeah, November '98 it started. I was getting paid to do what I really enjoyed, and get at the time 20% off. I think going into '99, they raised it to 30% off. That was a problem for somebody like me. It was a problem.
So I know people want to get into these shoes. Maybe we can go into a couple of them. Then I kind of want to pick up there and talk about how things have evolved from '98 to now to 2015 and pricing and things like that. We get into that later, but let's just kind of go through. I mean, start at one, or you know, your top end.
Well,
what are you thinking?
Let's see. I guess we can go from worst to first.
Okay.
I hate to use the term
worst
only because I like them all.
Right.
But as far as I'm going by just the way that the models look.
Right.
I would have to say my least favorite, probably one of the top performers of the Penny line, but my least favorite, I guess visually, would have to be the threes. Okay. I guess mainly in this colorway, only because I like I like white in my shoes. I like a black upper, kind of white midsole, or white bottom.
I actually remember I had these two.
Yeah, these two?
Yeah. I actually remember I played in those and those.
Yeah, those, because they have Zoom Air in the front, Air Max in the heel, which is all the pennies actually had that with the exception of the 6. I know Money was showing it's Zoom Air in the back now for the first time.
Really?
Air Max.
Factz Check.
Yeah, so he's Zoom Air in the front. But yeah, I mean, all black shoes. Granted, I was able to get this for a decent price. I had a connect over at the Champs in the Florida Mall.
Okay.
I think when he dropped retail or the retro, retail was $155. I got him for like $95. So I had to kind of jump on it. I wanted the, you can hold on.
Yeah.
I wanted the white and blue ones, but I kind of slept too late.
I remember those.
So yeah, those are, good performance.
08? 09?
Yeah, 08. I want to say early 08.
Okay. It's got obviously the signature penny on there.
And then I was actually in the Slow Moments commercial. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Tyra Banks, fool.
Yeah. Next up,
so let's talk about. I want to talk about these a little bit because I don't think people really know that these are penny shoe.
The Zoom Flight 96. It's an original colorway. He never wore this color in the 96 Olympics. They were pretty much all white. A jeweled swoosh, which is the retros don't have it, it's obviously sewn in.
Right.
And on the back here where it has the swoosh, it has number 6, which is the Olympic number on the team 3 that took home gold in 96 in Atlanta. I figured I would put this in there with the pennies because I mean he did wear it and he wore, he had obviously got the gold medal, and this is kind of the peak when he was penny.
Now I've been seeing these actually. They retro these, right?
Yeah.
But now let's talk about a little bit. I don't have them with me, but I did see them. I didn't pick them up. I personally passed on them because of the slight differences. Well, some people might say slight.
Yeah.
They're actually kind of major differences.
Right.
And as we were talking about, it's carbon fiber on this part. So we'll put some pictures up in after the video, but show some differences on there. But it's carbon fiber. They carbon fiber this whole thing out. Changed it up for the retro.
I think they also make it a little bit cheaper. My opinion, of course, but
But your opinion counts. You've been around for a minute, so you can definitely tell. So they didn't remaster those, huh?
Didn't remaster them like Jordan brand, but they also. I mean, did they? What was the retail on? I can't remember what the retail was on the new ones.
You can pick them up now for less than $100.
But
less than $100 right now. If you're still looking, I've seen them on all sites.
Jimmy Jazz in particular.
Jimmy Jazz has them.
Actually, Champs Finish Line. Well, not Finish Line. Sorry, Champs Foot Locker. They have them.
Yeah. So those are out there.
So, but I mean,
So let's talk about the price and kind of what we were talking about before. So 98. Take me back to. I mean, from what I'm hearing, I kind of vaguely remember I wasn't really into the game that heavy. I would just go know what I want. I go pick it up. It was not a problem. So let's take a look from your side as actually working at the store and seeing shoes now that are flying off the shelf that sat before.
Well, it's crazy, because everything for the most part sat, with the exception of 1 or 2 colorways and Jordans at the time.
So like, do you remember what numbers at all? Like,
yeah, in 98 when I first started, the 14s were just coming out. I started November 98. The 14, the black toe colorway, came out in Halloween of 98. So it was right there about 2 weeks or so when I started, and those were 150. Those actually didn't really move. We had to. They marked the price down to like 100.
Wow.
And they started kind of moving slowly and surely. We didn't even carry.
So you marked those down to 100.
Marked them down from
14 black to
100. Yeah, marked them down to 100. And I've got East Bays where you can see them marked down as low as I think $80 is the cheapest.
Alright, so that's what's up, man. So these shoes are just sitting on deck. So enough about Jordan, because we're not gonna talk about Jordan. We're talking about Penny today.
Right.
Let's talk about Penny. So if you could, man, just take us through 1 through 5, whatever you have up here, and why it's important. You kind of walk us through. I'm gonna get out of your way, man. I'm gonna let you do your thing, bro.
Cool. All right. Well, first up, we got here the era, Nike era of 2014. These are actually a little different from the original because the original had suede
Oh, okay.
on the sides here.
And so the black was suede, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Suede, and then the swoosh wasn't like patent leather.
Okay.
It was just suede as well. And there was also number 1 on the back versus the Nike Air.
So now what's up with that black and blue one? They need to drop those.
They do. A lot of people are waiting on those. A lot of people were disappointed in these. These set, you can get them at Nike outlets. Dropped ridiculously low on prices. Also in these that I remember from back in the day, the 94, 95 season, the Knicks were in town. And fast break, Penny's coming up the left side of the court, Quincy going to come up on the right side. We're in these. Rise up.
Down.
Ridiculous.
I don't know if he would do that in these. With the material, I don't know.
Well, not with the material. No, the originals.
Yeah,
yes.
the OG.
Next up, we got the Flight 1, and these he actually wore in the playoffs of the 95 season. When he unfortunately beat the Bulls. The only time I was not rooting for the Magic was 95 when Jordan came back. And yeah, these actually kind of fell into my lap. I got a crazy deal on Nike Store. And these dropped, this is the retro obviously, dropped during the 2012 All-Star Weekend, which was also here in Orlando, so it kind of coincided perfectly. And love this.
So these don't have the official Penny name on them?
No, just Air Flight 1. As you can see, number 1 on the back here. It's an unofficial Penny.
Right.
I don't know if Nike would just hesitate to give him the signature or not.
Now, little quick story about these black, right?
Yes.
These are actually, Jordan actually rocked those, right?
He did. It was during the 95 playoffs, obviously, and games 1 and 2, which were here, he was wearing the Concord 11s. They were actually prototypes at the time. The whole team was wearing black shoes, and NBA was going to fine him. I don't know what the dollar amount was.
Yeah.
But they said, you cannot wear these anymore. So in Game 3 in Chicago, broke out the black ones, these, and what he did, he cut off the number 1, because he could, number 23 couldn't be wearing number 1 on the shoe. So yeah, that was, that was
all black. So.
And then of course the game after that, Game 4, wore the Space Jam. Enough said.
So again, another Factz Check.
Yeah, we already talked about the Zoom Flight 96. And
you want to do these now or you want to wait on these?
We're getting to these now. These are my second favorite shoe ever. The Nike Air Penny 1. This pair obviously has been worn, but I love these
wear your shoes. He's been in the game for a minute. Told you, wear your shoes.
But I mean, it's just, this is my kind of shoe. Perfect. It's a black, predominantly black upper, white, a nice amount of white, and then pieces of blue. And I love the shoe. It's amazing. This is actually the 06 retro. I got them in early 07, but they dropped in late 06. They dropped again in 2011. That's why you can see my swoosh is a little dingy, but it's age.
Hey,
adds character.
Exactly.
Right? Then you got, the All-Star Pennies. These dropped last year. I'm not too particular on all black shoes, but these are a nice one here. This is a nice clear swoosh. 1 cent logo on the back, nice suede. Very, very nice shoe.
Oh, then you got the signature on the inside too.
Yeah, on that one.
Is that something that is this new?
Yeah, they were doing that as of late.
Okay.
That wasn't on. If you look at these here, it has like the old limited I don't know if it's limited edition logo on it. It's definitely a different logo, and as you can see, they do kind of stay. But I like what they're doing with these newer ones, though.
Yeah, I like these a lot. I actually missed out on these, but they still have sizes. I think.
Actually, it's funny. The red ones came out around the same time as these. Yeah. Original color.
The red ones flew. It was crazy, but these were All-Star games, right?
All-Star game 96. Yeah. I don't know what the stats were on that game. Next up, your favorites.
My favorites right here, man.
Yeah, Atlantic Blue Penny 2. Worn, of course, but
see the detail. I love the detail right here. Look at that. Just the pinstripes. Remember the pinstripe uniforms?
I had one of those jerseys.
Yeah.
But wasn't able to get one of those. But yeah, this is crazy. And hold on to those here. But of course, Penny 2, great silhouette. But this one right here also screams Kali. I love black, white, and teases the blue. Blue sock liner always gets me. And the air bubble is nice. And it even has a nice little blue sole, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And, doesn't look like it's
almost translucent a little bit.
Yeah, yellowing actually on the bubble here with the 1 cent logo. These are actually the 08 retro. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
this
you're good,
is
man.
The 08 retro dropped in September of 08. 140. I paid retail.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a big fan of paying retail. I had to do it on these because these did not last long at all.
I just remember these shoes right here. These and the Converse, the Kevin Johnsons. I don't know if you remember those.
Run
I
Slam.
don't know if you remember those.
Run Slam.
But those and these and the all white with the black line.
Yeah.
That's when I knew. That's when I got like. It's just when I put those on, I was on the court with those shoes on. I just thought that I was also untouchable.
Yeah, back in the day when you would wear shoes on the court, you felt like you can play like that person.
Exactly.
You know, everybody thought they were Jordan. Everybody thought they were Penny. I don't know if a lot of people thought they were Shaq, but Shaq is dope. I don't care if it's Reebok. But yeah, going down on Penny 3s. We already talked.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Penny 4s, I think these are very highly slept on. This was the original colorway. This is the actual 06 retro, but these originally dropped in 98 for the 98-99 season. Fogged up air bubbles, but on the original, where it's white here, it was actually blue, kind of like a reflective blue. A lot of people were upset with these when they dropped in 06 with the, obviously the white leather, but another Retro Plus colorway that actually was a gift. But those are dope. I like them. Black and white. Would have been a little better if they had some blue in it. They had an original colorway. It was pretty much just like that. Well, actually, it was all black, but it had like a blue strap, and I can't remember too much white on it, but it was amazing. I love that shoe. If they bring it back out,
like the media with that white in there.
Yeah. Nice blue swoosh on here. Yeah. Fogged up air bubble, so it doesn't look as nice, but these are a little old.
Got stripes, man.
Yeah.
Stripes, baby.
And then going into the Penny 5, I think obviously these dropped in 2012, so there was a big gap from 98 to 2012. That's what, 14 years. I don't know why the long hiatus. I know he had retired and got cut from the Heat back in 07, but I think this was a tastefully done, newer silhouette. It's a lot lighter. You see some of those newer Nike, I guess, what do you want to call them? Well, with the not Flywire, the kind of Hyperfuse. Yeah. Which I'm not a big fan of because Hyperfuse is nothing but melted plastic. My opinion, of course, don't just go by that. But yeah, very light shoe, and these things are pretty good on court. I was gonna say them, but these are dope. Of course, you got is there zoom air in these? I don't think there's zoom air in the 4-foot like normally there is, but nice big airbag in the back. So of course, and I like how they kept the theme on the tongue. If you look on there, you can see remnants of the Air Max Penny. Yes, so they do. Nike does a good job. If you watch the review on the 6s, a lot of these shoes you'll see in the actual 6 that Truth got that he had to pick up on. So as he was referring to, you'll see a lot of the bottoms very similar. You'll have that fingerprint kind of look, or that zoom look, and then the tongue. So just a little brief history on, I guess, my penny collection. I'm missing a lot. Obviously, you can see I don't have the foam posits. I had the foam posit Pro, the white Carolina blue from 03. I had them in college. Had them for a while, lost interest, sold them back in like 06, 07. Then I messed around and bought the foam posit 1, the black and cactus colorway from 07. I bought them, paid $130 for them. Wow. Brand new. Foam posits $250 now. I don't understand it. I'm old school. I dated myself earlier, but I don't believe in paying ridiculous prices for shoes. But yeah, I had the foam posits and I sold them. I had them, lost interest, sold them. I think really I'm just waiting on like the Sharpies would have been a nice pickup. The original, or the all royal blue, because those are original as well. But that's pretty much what I'm waiting on. Those in the 6s, and I don't really feel like I need too many more pennies for my personal preference. But if they bring out the Olympic version of these, I'm all over them. But yeah, that's just what I have. I'm glad you came by. So I can show you. We appreciate you inviting us into your house. Yeah, it's not a problem at all. Folks, we might be showing up at your house next. Let us know what your collection look like. Factz and the Truth, we out here on the road. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, KICKnology. Oh, one more thing before we get up out of here, man. Just came in, you know what I'm saying? You're the first one to get one. Got the new
KICKnology cinch bag, you know what I'm saying? So,
Sweet,
you know,
man.
hold it
Yeah.
down for us.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
This is definitely unexpected. Wow. Good look.
Got
I got two.
Yeah, got two, you know what I'm saying? We
Okay.
got those for you too. In the link, hit us up, direct message. Website coming soon too, by the way. Under construction with KICKnology.com. So be on the lookout. We got more merch coming. And you see the shirts, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gone, man.
Tell me I ain't battle with sin, so I know that I'm a saint. Tell me I'm alive, what lie I told. Put me in the fire, came out like